Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Through the Glass Table. As always, I'm Izzy.
And I'm Everett.
And today we're going to be talking about Spider-Man.
I'm not doing it this time because every time I do it, you get mad.
Spider-Man Comes Home in a collaboration between Daddy Marvel Disney Studios and Mommy Sony Pictures. The Dream Team has finally been able to drum up a hitter that leaves the melodramatic Andrew Garfield at home and replaces it with the petite Brit known as Tom Holland, sticking close to those baby diapers to give us a pubescent Peter Parker on the verge of exploding. Can't get through that. That was stupid. All right, Everett, man. Just right off the bat, just tell me overall what you think. What you think?
I thought that this was one of the worst movies of all time.
Oh, really?
No, it's fucking fantastic. This movie was I haven't smiled this much.
Or laughed. I haven't heard you laugh in a Marvel movie in so long.
Yeah.
I have to wholeheartedly agree with you on this one. This was knock out of the park in a collaboration between two big studios.
Yeah.
But this is exactly the Spider-Man that I kind of wanted. Well, we can't just say this, right? What did you like about it? What was different? Why did it feel so different?
This movie feels very different from the other Marvel movies that we've reviewed and that I've seen, because it is its own, like, I don't know, it's like an auteur kind of thing, where it's its own creation. Like the last one I saw was Doctor Strange, and that movie was okay. But it had this like stale, like it's in the same kind of package as everything else.
Exactly, it's formulaic, right? The Infinity Stone, all this stuff, everything.
Yeah, even down to the like format of the movie, it was completely left.
They drew away from the formula of giving us kind of like this Infinity Stone, but had the world still be in the background, right? Because how it starts off, it's very, it's still in the whole Marvel universe, kind of the aliens, everything like that. So the solid centerpiece of the film has to be Tom Holland himself. I can't. Let's just, if we're gonna talk about anything else, about the special effects, which we don't need to, but just how he plays Peter Parker is exactly the Peter Parker I think of when I think about the comics.
I think that this movie is so totally refocused on just the character, where we don't have 50 million plot points going on. Like literally, we only follow Peter. There's never when we get to the villain, we follow Michael Keaton a little bit, but really most of the movie we're following Peter. And I think that wouldn't work if Tom Holland was uninteresting or didn't get the part.
So what is it about how he portrays Peter Parker that's a little different? Like what is it for you that gets it?
As compared to like the previous two?
We gotta compare it. I mean, it's bad because it's not really in the same vein. I don't feel like this is in the same vein.
I think he's a lot closer. Your brother was saying this. I think he's a lot closer to what was the last guy?
Andrew
Garfield, Mr. Gay. If you guys have been reading the news. That's the whole thing.
Oh my.
But I think he's a little bit closer to that. But I think Andrew Garfield wasn't the reason why Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 didn't work. I think that if Andrew Garfield had been put in this situation, he was a little bit younger, he'd probably be just as good. It's just a combination of, first of all, he looks like a child, but I think it helps out somehow because it's believable with the situations. Because it's not a spoiler, but he's in high school in this movie. So that makes it believable, and then it's just the way he delivers his lines. He's super enthusiastic about everything. Batman's in this movie. He's talking about crossovers. What did you think of Michael Keaton's performance as the Vulture?
I can't be too mad of it. He played it well, but it was Michael Keaton. I didn't really see beyond anything that should have been there. Like he mumbles a lot nowadays. Like,
it's probably his acting style now. It's not because he's saying he's like has Alzheimer's or something.
He's like
doesn't know where he is.
You gotta bring.
He's like, I'm ready.
Where's Tim?
Tell Tim.
Where's the cigar? It's like, you gotta tell. Where's Burton? Where's Burton?
Tell Tim I'm ready to put the bat suit on.
I started all this bullshit. Y'all know.
Back in my day, '89.
Where's the latex?
We didn't have CGI.
Where's my latex? What's all this?
I had to wear a coolant.
He was still doing the whole.
I don't want to say that this villain is weak, because this movie is not about the villain.
No.
It's not about, this is not villain of the week. This is not the world is going to be destroyed. This is about Peter Parker. And I think it works having a non-flashy villain.
Right. The reason why The Amazing Spider-Man lost me so much was because, first of all, those characters are unoriginal and there's no real fleshing of them out. They're just badasses.
Yep.
At least for here, this character had a strong type of motivation.
It wasn't like overly like with Spider-Man 2, the Sam Raimi one. You feel a real deep connection with Dr. Octopus.
Okay.
With here, there's not that, but it's practical. Like, I get it. I get why he's doing it.
He felt like the right amount of evil for Peter Parker at the time.
Yeah.
Which is,
But not like, mwah.
Yeah, just like he's a normal person that was just on his bad luck, and just had to do this stuff. Not necessarily a bad guy.
Yeah.
I actually am not very familiar with his director. His name is John Watts, and so I don't know much about him. Do you know anything?
Fuck if I know. I ain't never heard of it. I can't talk about his direction style without talking about the John Hughes influence in this. It's like to a T. Like some of these things are like straight out of
like John Hughes.
Breakfast Club, and even I could be wrong.
Well, no, I mean, if you think about it, Ferris Bueller was sort of in here, so the influence is there.
Well, no, I was gonna say I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure when they go to Homecoming, they're playing the song. I know John Hughes didn't direct it, but he wrote the movie. But it's the same song they play in Pretty in Pink. John Hughes' influence in terms of just like the camera angles, very flat, kind of almost like John Landis a little bit too. Just everything's
presented to it.
Presented in a comedic way, but not in like a.
It's flat in that it's like a shot, and it's just the characters. Body language and that
but it's a sculpted. It's not just a flat shot. It's a sculpted shot. So this is like nerd shit, but like the way that it's framed and all that stuff, it reminded me of John Hughes a lot.
I didn't see that.
Really?
Well, I didn't. Well, you're more of a John Hughes fan than I am.
No.
Like, the only thing I've ever seen was Breakfast Club, which I fucking adore. But I can see what you're saying, that the elements of that, and it fits. I mean, this is a teenage Spider-Man that we're finally getting, in my opinion. So it fits that be the style of. This kind of 80 angst in there.
It was really great too, of like the balancing act of the superhero stuff and then the teen stuff. Because my concern coming in was like, is it gonna be one of these things where it's like, oh, I gotta finish this test, but oh no, the Vulture's outside. Oh, let me go out and I'm doing the test and I'll make it back with the test. Like all of it made sense. Just even like the minuscule things of like how they get to one place.
Because Spider-Man is always struggling with keeping his personal life and his hero life in balance. And I think that's what made this movie on point for me.
Oh, I guess we can do our scores now.
Okay.
Ismail, what would you score Spider-Man Homecoming?
Well, I'll go with 1 dildo and 3 titties. It was.
This is your fault, Andrea.
I'm gonna stick with what I said.
What? Okay.
That was like a 4, right?
Yeah, that's like a 4.
That's a 4. It's a 4 because it just felt really balanced. And I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I have to say, out of all the superhero movies so far,
I give this a 5 out of 5.
Ooh.
Which is rare. I don't think I've only done 2 movies this year, but I give it a 5 out of 5 because it gave me the same feeling of when I saw Winter Soldier. I hated the Marvel movies before that. I thought it was just like bro shit, like just boring bullshit. And then it brought something deeper when I watched that movie, and now I'm interested. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. This guy's going on vacation, so we're taking a break.
With my friends and my boys and my
we'll
girls
probably
up
be
in
back.
the club. No, we're not doing that.
We'll probably be back for Dunkirk.
Yeah, I think we could do Dunkirk.
Well, that's it, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.